Good evening. Happy to see everybody here.
They're not here for you.
Oh, thanks. This meeting is being held in accordance with the public laws of 1975, Chapter 231. An adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the Township website. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for officers here and abroad. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Huber.
He's here.
Deputy Mayor Dubois.
Here.
Committeeman Capides.
Here.
Committeewoman Stampoulis.
Here.
Committeewoman Vasallo.
Here.
Thank you.
All right. There will be, in addition to the agenda, it's resolution 2018-133. All right. There's also, we're pulling, I have to announce it, right? Pulling ordinance
2810.
2018-10. All right. Now, I'm swearing in of the officers.
First, we have to do the resolution.
Oh, that's right, resolution.
Okay, Resolution 2018-120. This resolution promotes Sergeant Kimberly Raguse to the rank of Police Lieutenant assigned to the Patrol Division.
Chris?
I'd like to make the motion, Resolution 2018-120.
I second.
Okay. Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Okay. Resolution 2018-121. This resolution promotes Investigator Eric Knudsen to the rank of Police Sergeant assigned to the Patrol Division.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2018-121 as read by Madam Clerk.
And I second that.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Thank you.
I guess my better done. No. Private job. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I state your name.
I, Kimberly Raguse,
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
to the government established in the United States
to the government established in the United States,
and in the state under the authority of the people,
and in the state under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of,
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the position of lieutenant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
You want to say something about it? You want to swear in? Okay. I won't hurt you. I promise. You hold this one. I state your name.
I, Eric Newton,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith and alliance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and alliance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Once.
Oh, good job. Congratulations.
Good job, Tyler.
Chief, that's one. Before the chief goes and tells you how good these officers are, they're very good officers. I've known them for a while, all of them. But I'd like to thank all the police, the fire, the teachers, teachers from other towns. They had a charity basketball game on Friday night. It was volleyball. I'm surprised Eric is still walking. But it was volleyball and then basketball. And it raised money for schools in town. I mean, people don't realize that the police and the fire and teachers and everybody, they all chip in. The fire department, everybody, it was just there. And I was there. And they give back to the people. I mean, I'm sure Eric and a lot of the other guys could have been home with their families, but they chose to be there. I just want to thank your department, thank the fire department, all the teachers, first aid squad. We needed oxygen there for a little bit, for you guys. But no, I just want to say thank you to them.
All right, I won't take too long. I know there's a lot of people here. Usually I thank the committee first, but tonight I want to thank first all the young people that are here, because you guys were paying more attention than anybody else during the ceremonies here. So I really appreciate that. I know it's kind of hard to stand here and watch adults doing silly things, but you guys did great. I mean, nobody was like looking around or playing on their phones or anything. So thank you guys first and foremost for being a part of this tonight. Then I'd like to thank the committee once again for yet again allowing me to continue with the restructuring. Well, we did restructure, but now we're just keeping what we've had, what we've built, the great department we have. You're allowing me to keep it where it needs to be. So thank you for that. I'll just be brief. I'll have a couple of comments about both of our new lieutenant and our new sergeant. First, Lieutenant Kim Raguse. Kim came to Springfield PD in December of 2005 and had worked as a patrol officer. In November of 2010, there was an opportunity that became available at Homeland Security Investigations to have an officer assigned to a task force. Kim's background in finance, having worked as a national bank examiner for the U.S. Treasury Department prior to her joining Springfield PD, made her a perfect fit for this assignment. She excelled there and was soon handling major cases. In 2012, Kim had earned the title of investigator. During her time with Homeland Security, Kim had become one of the most productive task force officers that they have had, which has also been a great benefit to Springfield. February of 2015, Kim returned to Springfield PD when she was promoted to patrol sergeant in charge of a shift. In January of 2018, Sergeant Raguse was assigned to the Special Services Unit when Lieutenant Rachel was assigned to the Detective Bureau. Lieutenant Raguse will be assigned as a patrol platoon commander. Sergeant Eric Knudsen. Eric graduated from the Monmouth County Police Academy in June 2004 and became a part of Springfield PD in July a month later. Eric has been involved at the executive board level of the Springfield PBA for roughly 9 years, during which time he has held the varying positions of Secretary, Vice President, and President. In January of 2011, Eric had become one of the department's terminal agency coordinators. Having completed all the required crash-related courses, Eric also became one of 2 on-call fatal crash investigators. He later became a firearms instructor in October 2013, rifle instructor in May of 2017, and was named a co-head firearms instructor in October of 2017. Eric had become a corporal in November of 2014, and in 2018 he was assigned to the Detective Bureau as an investigator, which he will now be assigned back to patrol as a shift supervisor, so he didn't have much time in the Detective Bureau. But I know you did a good job while you were there. I heard nothing but good things. And you made sure you let me know you were doing good things, too. Springfield, our first responder families, fire, police, and first aid squad. It's great to see members from every unit here. We're a very strong unit together as first responders overall, and I'd like to thank, there's a ton of people here. I know probably most are for the kids, which is certainly justified. But I'd like to thank family and friends and everyone who came out, retired guys, on-duty guys, off-duty guys. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this yet again. This might be it for a little while, I'm not sure, but do need a replacement hire, but we'll see about that. Anyway, thank you, and I'm done. We'll continue with tonight. Thank you.
I have one more announcement before I let your families and your friends go. All right. Springfield First Aid Squad asked me to read this. It's a community health and kids safety fair. It's Sunday, May 6th, 2018, 10 to 2, rain or shine, at 10 North Trivet Avenue. It's right across the street. It's First Aid. Bike helmets, safety check, free bike helmets for any child who needs one. Drive up, child care's seat checks, child infant CPR demonstrations, safety tips for babysitters clinic. Join us for a day of child safety for children of all ages. And you know, if you do have a baby and you need a car seat put in, all you gotta do is call the police department and they will gladly put it in for you. They have, when the patrolman or whoever it is that is on duty, they will put it in and they will check it for you to make sure. So that's what he has to do. We're gonna take 5 minutes to let everybody leave and we'll continue with the meeting. Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Chief, make sure, John, make sure they move out. Thank you.
Just to save me yelling when you guys are out in the hallway, please, we need to take it downstairs because all the noise out there echoes in here and they can't hold the meeting. So whoever's leaving, once you leave, please go downstairs. Thank you.
Then you really, you see the window open in front of my house, and they'll get ran out. Aw. Weedsy. Love him. Yeah.
Now I gotta go to the bedroom. Give me a call. Alright? My cell phone number on there. Give me a call. Alright? Yeah, 122. Just knock on the door.
I'll see you later.
Late at night.
Yeah, she had a
He
beautiful.
prefers it that way.
I got the ring.
Oh, so I can't
It's actually
your house
pretty cool.
anymore. It is very cool. I don't have one, but it is very cool.
honey. I'll see you later. All right.
Hi, Erica Du Bois. Nice to meet you. That's my guy. Keeps me in check.
Uncle Louie. Oh, okay. Did you go to your house? The house? Go to the house.
Not yet.
Go to the house. I'm signing
They
papers.
gotta send me the fee. That was it. How are you? How are you? Yeah, that was.
There's still plenty of.
What's her name? What's that woman right there with the bag?
Wendy?
Wendy.
Wendy!
You want to sit over here? You're here every meeting. You're special today.
And I'm shy, you know?
I haven't seen you in a while. Busy, huh?
She's hard to track down.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help, though.
I miss seeing her here.
No, we don't. Hey, Si's coming home next week. Si will be home next week. Si will be home the 1st.
What?
And then he became a resident. I'm gonna start. All right.
Sneak out, you know the sneak out. Yeah, you know the entrance.
I thought it'd be easy to just get them out and let the kids come in, but.
You have to pre-eclampsia too.
What?
You have preeclampsia.
Yeah, they're gonna read those two right now. Arbor and preeclampsia. All right, we're gonna.
I'll read it, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. And now we're gonna proclamation for preeclampsia Awareness Month by Deputy Mayor.
On behalf of Mayor Huber, I'm going to read this proclamation for Preeclampsia Awareness Month, May 2018. Whereas preeclampsia, including HELP syndrome and eclampsia, is a dangerous condition of pregnancy that can, in its severest form, lead to material and/or infant mortality or premature birth with significant health risks for the mother and baby. And whereas as many as 320,000 cases of preeclampsia are diagnosed in America every year, with approximately 25% resulting in severe life-threatening consequences to a pregnant woman and her baby. And whereas public education as to the signs and symptoms of preeclampsia, HELP syndrome, and eclampsia can help women recognize the condition and seek appropriate medical care. And whereas prenatal education should include recognition of those signs and symptoms, such as spikes in maternal blood pressure, sudden swelling of face and hands, severe upper abdominal pain, blurred vision, persistent headaches, breathlessness, and whereas many citizens of Springfield, New Jersey have joined with the Preeclampsia Foundation to raise public awareness in order to minimize maternal and infant illness and death due to preeclampsia. Now, therefore, and I'm reading on behalf of the mayor, I, Richard Huber, Mayor of Springfield, on behalf of the Township Committee, do hereby proclaim May 2018 as Preeclampsia Awareness Month in the Township of Springfield. And by this action, let it be known that we support the Preeclampsia Foundation's efforts to reduce maternal and infant illness and mortality due to preeclampsia and related hypertensive disorders of pregnancy. You got a one breath. Teacher skills.
There it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Marissa Steiner, and this is my mom, Stephanie, and we are the co-chairs of the New Jersey Promise Walk for Preeclampsia. Thank you so much, Mayor Huber. We really appreciate Springfield's support again this year. Preeclampsia is a pregnancy disorder that affects up to 1 in 12 pregnant women and their unborn babies, and is a hypertensive disorder that is responsible for 76,000 maternal and 500,000 infant deaths each year. This cause is very important to my family because when I was born 18 years ago, my mom and I both almost died because my mother suffered from preeclampsia that was not diagnosed until delivery. We want to educate as many people as possible so that others are more aware and hopefully do not experience what we did or worse. My mom and I chair the New Jersey Promise Walk for Preeclampsia each year, and this year's walk, the 8th annual New Jersey Walk and Basket Auction, will be held on Sunday, May 20th at Oak Ridge Park in Clark. Our walk attracts nearly 400 participants each year, including many from the Springfield community. As lifelong Springfield residents, it really means so much to us to have your support. I've been volunteering for the Preeclampsia Foundation since 2012, and for now, this will be my last year chairing it with my mom as I will be starting college in the fall. We really appreciate everyone's support, and we hope to see you on May 20th. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. Thank you. Make us aware of that. Thank you very much. Now we have a proclamation for Arbor Day.
Arbor Day, April 27, 2018. Whereas in 1972, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas in our township increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now, therefore, I, Richard Huber, Mayor of the Township of Springfield, on behalf of the Township Committee, do hereby proclaim April 27, 2018 as Arbor Day in the Township of Springfield, and encourage all Springfield residents to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands in support of our township's urban forestry program, and to plant trees to gladden hearts and promote the well-being of present and future generations.
Thank you. There'll be an Arbor Day celebration Friday, April 27th, 10 a.m. at Veteran Memorial Park. Tree seeding, giveaways, tree planting, and tree pruning exhibitions. All right. Also, Clean Community Award presentations will be from Allie and Denise. And I just want everybody to know that Sunday we had Clean Community, and a lot of stuff got picked up. And believe it or not, I know a lot of people are short on patience, but a lot of the trees have been picked up. If you don't believe me, go to the pool. You can't get in the parking lot going back toward the softball field. It's packed. We're going to get rid of it. All right. And before they start also, the Friday before Memorial Day, the whole town is invited to the pool for the grand opening to show you all the improvements that have been done. So whether you belong or not, it's going to be open to the public, so everybody can go. If you're not doing anything around 4 or 5 o'clock, go over and take a look at it. Sure. We're going to call everybody. They're going to call everybody up, and then at the end, when everybody's done, we'll take pictures. All right. People hate me now.
I just wanted to say first, Clean Communities Day this year was a success. We had over 100 people show up to clean our parks. We took out 4 truckloads of garbage. So the DPW was fantastic supporting us, and all the volunteers that came out and helped us, thank you so much. We really did a great job.
Yeah, say your name. Say your name, please.
Okay, and if I say your name wrong, don't take it personally. I do mine wrong on occasion. And from now until sometime in May, there's an exhibit over at the library of all of the honorable mentions, the awards of excellence, and the first place designs. All of those drawings are over at the library, so if you get a chance, please go look at them. Okay, so I'm going to start with the people that won the certificates of excellence and work our way up sideways. Cross around and through. The first person, Ryla Zabinski. Ryla defies the category at the moment. We only were supposed to have entries from 1st through 8th grade, and our little friend here is not even in pre-K yet. But she is a terrific artist, so she was recognized. Okay, first graders, Zara DeBoss. Good job. Tiffany Joseph. Good job. Good job. And Carolyn Cantagallo. Sorry, Cantagallo. Thank you. Second grade, her sister, Aubrey Cantagallo. Here she comes. Good job. Demilade Dada. No. Rolando Intal. Suhaila Abdullah. Okay, third grade, Catherine Bazizi. She's coming. Oh, nice outfit. Wait a minute, I'm shaking your head. Good outfit, kid. Yaman Mason Terraza. No, Terrazar. Sorry about that. Oh, like the sneakers. Samantha Sinato. Good job. Justin Tenseco. Oh, sharp press. I love it. Fourth grade, Mareshka Tavara. Here she comes. Good job. Colby Tavares. Dylan Glenn. Lila Carroll. Good job. She was pitching a game and left to come. Maggie Mortensen, who's also at the game. Good job. Justin Sinclair. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. Great name. Alessia Perez de Alejo. Good job. Ella Keston. Good job, Miss Ella. Now, the next two are for special mention. One, Nico Dalapa. Oh, just come up, shake their hands, and we'll find yours. Don't worry, I know I made it. And Aparna Iyer? Yay, you made it. I'm sorry, the wrong date. Okay, Nico's we're using for the Clean Community T-shirt, and Aparna's is on the Green Team's Facebook site so far. It's their picture. I jumped ahead. I'm so sorry. Okay, 5th grade. Sorry about that. Kisa Mulando. No. Awards of Excellence. Right here. We're going to have to do it again. Spell check struck. It says Lisa instead of Kisa. We'll fix it, I promise. Hold on to this one. Oh, man. Ashley Weber. Gianna Gensch. Mithraa Saravanan. Good girl. Annalise Newman. Good job. Kate Sulinsky. Good job. Noah Baker. Jason Bogo. Okay. 6th grade, Kiyoshi McBurrows. Good job. Okay, now to the first place designs. 1st grade, Juliana Tirziano. You're on 3rd grade. Liliana.
I better give her one. Anyone. No,
There
those
she
are
is.
the other
Yeah. Oh, close one. Liliana Del Val. Good job. Lillian Fiesta. Good job. The 2nd grade, Malaki Deraville. Malaki Deraville. Okay. Valentina Tiziano. Giovanni Sosa. Good job. 3rd grade, Ava Weckstein. Catherine George. Here she comes. Nice outfit, very good. Jack Kakuza. Very good job. He's a good man. Good job. Probably going to be a politician. Just kidding. 4th grade, Sophia Hetrick. Good job, Sophia. Dennis Raisberg. That's my little face. Abigail Jules. Yay! Julia Cott. Jason M. Valentin. Good job, Jason. Okay. 5th grade. Penelope Krieger. Good job. Ashley Marciano. Good job, good job. Samantha Werner. Gabriel Rivera. Sophie Lafferty. Okay. 6th grade, Delilah Garrett. Yeah, beautiful work. Very good. And Jamie Jules. Now, out of the first place designs, we're either going to have 4 or 5 stickers for the garbage cans or magnets for the cars. We're not sure yet because we're still going over the budget. The DPW gets a grant for Clean Communities Day every year, and from that, we use that money to do the cleanup, and they sponsor our contest, and they pay for the printing of all of this stuff. So we're still trying to figure out exactly what, because we also have to give all those people that volunteered their T-shirts. So stay tuned. All right, this is worse than the Oscars. We don't know who won yet. All right, but looking at all of the artwork, you were all winners as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
Thank you for everybody participating.
Sure.
Okay, so according to the mayor, he wants everybody up here for a group picture. Go for it.
Good luck with this. Rich, have them all come back here, up here. Allison.
Is this on? Can we have the taller people in the back? You are in the back.
I know.
Girl.
Sam Custer's not here because Madison was over at Chisholm taking his and he's
Hey, Denise, have someone come up from the wild.
It's probably not wide enough. You should have done it in 2 parts.
You asked for it. You asked for it. Hey. All right. It's cool. Great job, guys. Thank you.
5 minutes. No.
Those kids all have out.
Oh, 2 hours. They wanted pictures of everybody, that's what they're doing.
We got 5 minutes, I'm going to bed.
love it when it's like this. Beautiful. Isn't it? Mine too. Did you see the pool yet? I posted on Springfield, helping Springfield. Go on, I posted pictures of the inside. It's a color. And I swear, I was on the subcommittee for this, I swear to you, I didn't even put two and two together. And what about this one? This one's nice. Well, wait a minute, it looks familiar. It's the outside of our... I've done that. I picked the same color. Your eye goes towards it. Oh, just wait. I can't wait. I was like a little kid myself running through there. Yeah, the contractor was like, "Ma'am, can you please be stop running."
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you. Have a good night.
Congratulations.
Okay. Now,
this is just going to be a motion.
public
Open
comment.
public hearing.
Now, what do you want me to say now?
It's going to be a motion to open public hearing, and then after.
Well, can I say that here now or wait till this?
After first we're going
We got public comment on the agenda.
Yeah.
You want to do it then or you want to wait? All right.
No, let's do it.
Okay. All right, everything's calmed down. Good evening. Public comment on agenda items only.
Fix this up a little.
Yeah, you've done it.
I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. But Jerry Fernandez, 393 Hillside Avenue. You added 2018-133 to the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, I just have a couple questions. When were you, for example, Deputy Mayor, when were you made aware of this?
When I came in, I just spoke to the lawyer to,
So tonight?
right, yes, tonight.
I literally read it, and I was made aware.
Right now?
Right now.
Ms. Stampoulis?
We received a letter of resignation from Mr. Shahadi last Friday.
Right,
No,
but this is in reference to appointing someone to the position.
I just received this.
And I'm sorry, Ms. Vasala?
I think it was like 6:01 or 6:02
So
tonight.
I'm a little bit lost on how you expect, or how the public should expect, the committee to vote on something that they were just given on a position that is very important in this community. And it has nothing to do with the person you're appointing, but there are questions. How is he going to do both jobs? And I don't even know if you're at liberty to discuss that without writing him. I mean, what are the hours he's going to focus on this? This is a position that pays quite a bit for a reason. And I just think that you're doing it wrong. I think this should have been discussed among the committee and then voted it out in the public. And I'm not here to, you know.
I needed someone to be the business administrator. And it's my recommendation, just on this temporary basis, I told everyone on the committee.
You told everybody on the committee when?
When they come in.
Okay, when they came in. But Rick, you're
Wait, excuse me. I let you, now let me.
All right.
I said, if we need someone that would be in charge, and I said someone to be in charge, and I told everyone here, at the next meeting, we could put someone else in charge, but we have to have someone that has to be in charge.
Okay, I don't see anything in close for tonight.
There's no close.
There is no close. So wouldn't you think it's important to go into close tonight to see how you're going to fill the full-time position? And then maybe have this discussion as well, Mayor? Because you're asking again, if I was sitting up there and I just received this, there's a lot of questions you can't even ask. Because you're talking about, am I incorrect in this? Because he is a town employee right now. I just think, Mayor, I'm sorry, I just think you're doing this wrong. I think you should have been in close today to figure out how you're going to do. You're waiting another 2 weeks for another meeting for a position that is vital in this town. And that's the way I feel. I think if you vote on this tonight, you're making a big error.
I appreciate your.
Okay.
Anybody else for public comment only on agenda items? With that? Okay. Reports?
I'd like to make a motion to approve payroll and invoices and vouchers for the period from April 11, 2018 through April 24, 2018 for $8,339,911.15.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Committeewoman Stampoulis.
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo.
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yeah. Yes. Oh. You want to say, you want to do that now? All right, there's something else to add too.
Under administration, I just wanted to bring up to the governing body's attention and just make sure everybody's on the same page. So the Environmental Commission Chair, Ally Miller, and I have been discussing an apiary, a town apiary, and there was money in the Environmental Commission budget for this year. It's something we wanted to do last year, but there wasn't funds and it wasn't planned for properly, so we planned for it for this year. And so we just want to be able to go ahead and proceed with that, and I just want to make sure that everybody's okay with it. The location we're considering is Ruby Park, all the way in the back field under the trees. And if anybody has any questions, I figured this was a great time because Ally's here. So it would be a very small footprint, essentially the size of boxes, yay wide and about yay tall. Under a tree that we found. She's consulted with DPW and engineering as well as to the location. Everybody's on board with it. So just wanted to run this by everyone, see if anybody has any questions, and if not, just get the consensus from everyone so she can go ahead and proceed with it.
What was your guarantee I won't get stung? It's right behind my house.
All right, so,
Name and address, Ally, please.
Allison Miller, 1 Hemlock Terrace, and I'm
Thank you.
speaking as Chair of the Environmental Commission, as well as the head apiarist for this particular project. So I've been doing this for 5 years now. We have never had anyone stung at our house, ever.
I know more.
Oh.
The only thing I'm worried about is, Adam West, who was sick last year and that. He lives right there also. And that's why I want to, just make sure. I mean,
So the proposed spot is.
It's all the way in the back.
Really, it's far away from the field, it's far away from the residents, it's kind of in the center of all that unused space, it's open space. That's perfect for an apiary. It wouldn't affect any of the residents, it wouldn't affect anyone playing any games. It's the ideal spot. It's near a water source, it's good sun.
just do me a favor before, as long as we approve it. Just check with his parents, make sure there's no,
Whose parents?
with Adam West's parents. That's the child who plays baseball, who was sick last year. Remember he had that disease attack his immune system and that? He was, I just like to make sure that he's not allergic to bees or, and just give the reassurance.
Just to say, there's wild hives everywhere. It wouldn't, there might be one right nearby that we don't even know about. This,
Okay.
we're going to use as an educational tool.
Okay.
It shouldn't add any more, it shouldn't create any more of an environmental disturbance by way of bees than already exists in nature. And what the part of the plan was having students also be able to come there and get, just like with the historical society, they go and learn about Springfield's history, also include an environmental lesson where kids can come learn about the beekeeping process and the honey making process as well.
Have some honey?
Allie.
You gonna make honey? Okay.
Allie, my question is, in Ruby Park, is that beyond, there's a little playground area, so is it somewhere?
No, it's all the way in the back.
Way in the back, behind the fence.
This is way in the back.
Behind, okay.
Yes. So, like I said, it's far away from any residents, it's far away from the field, the playground.
It's not the initial playground before the field.
No.
There's another one behind there, because that's.
I don't think that's there anymore.
I don't think that's all taken apart.
Yeah, they took it out.
Okay.
Yeah, there isn't, I've been back there a bunch of times, scoping it out and checking how far away from residents.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you.
Do I have to call a roll call on that, or just, anybody have any objections?
No.
No.
Maria and I were with Adam today, and we talked about it, actually,
okay.
so we know.
Sure.
Got it.
Great, thank you. And,
What? Oh, wait a minute.
I'd love to teach you all, so once we get it there, hit me up, I'll give you a lesson. Thanks.
Here we go, man. You wanna say something? You want to say something? Let me-
I forgot to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Jerry Fernandez, 393 Hillside Avenue. You said ordinance 2018-10, you're removing that one?
Yes, 10, which is 10.
Is that right?
Yes, for right now, yes.
What was the purpose of it being removed?
Because there are two people on finance committee who weren't informed of it until they got the agenda, and they didn't know anything about it. So, I mean, they're finance, I'm not.
Okay, no, just go. All right, thank you.
Okay. All right, next, minutes and reports. New business? Resolution, oh, I'm sorry, hold it. What did I say about the budget? Oh, motion to open the, okay. We're gonna talk about the budget. We are not gonna vote on it tonight. We're not gonna adopt it tonight. They'll tell you what the problem is. Michael and Diana, whoever wants to.
We just need a motion to open up the meeting for a public hearing, that's all, first.
Oh, motion to open up public hearing on the budget. Do I have a motion?
I make the motion. Oh, sorry, you're supposed to do it.
So do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstained? Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Just very, very briefly, we do need to introduce some slight technical changes with the budget, and Mr. Quickly is going to go over that with us. For those of you who have not been here, the budget is obviously a massive undertaking. It involves all of our department heads, Mr. Quick, his assistants, and our business administrator, Mr. Shahadi, to put it all together. It's a massive project, and there's a couple of points that Mr. Quick has to go over due to some developments that we heard back from the state. Mr. Quick.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Just to start off, I want to say a huge thank you to Mr. Shahadi and to Committeewoman Stampoulis, Committeeman Capides, and all the department heads and everybody else who's contributed to this budget. The budget is several thousand numbers combined and rehashed and over and over and over again. So a lot of work was put into it, so I just want to say, first of all, thank you. We are going to have a public hearing on tonight. It's going to be very, as long as you need if there's any questions. But the item that, let's talk about why you can't adopt tonight. Unfortunately, we tried to merge certain on paper, our zoning office into the engineering department, and we try to take our 911 costs and try to merge it into the police department. The Division of Local Government Services, this is the branch that I have to answer to, said no, they're not going to honor that, and they want us simply to remove and just separate it back again. There is no change at all in the total appropriations. It's exactly the same amount as you indicate. If you go on the website, it's the exact same amount. So you're going to see, little later on, you're going to see a budget resolution indicating a budget adjustment, and there's a lot of numbers on there, and all it is just what I said. It's a transfer from one line item to another. In addition, there's also a very small little item. When I estimated the state aid, I estimated it $1,753,000. It turns out we get a little bit more than that. We actually get $1,753,357. So we get $357 more. So since we were involved in that, the division said, why don't you cure that problem too? So you're also going to see in the budget amendment just a very tiny adjustment to that, the $357. Okay. Now for the budget. As everybody's probably seen on the website over and over and over again, I'm just going to talk on some really big highlights at this point in time. As I already indicated, the budget appropriations have not changed at all. The items that are a big single item right now is going to be what they call the medical benefits. That includes, of course, it's going to be our major medical plan and our prescription plan. That actually went down. It went down by almost $236,000. And the reason that went down is because of Chapter 78, or in other words, the employee contribution. The next big item was our bond principal, and that's our debt service payment, which is a principal and interest payments. That went up by $221,000. Our PFRS, which is our payment to a retirement plan, that also went up approximately $260,000 also. The item that caught us off guard, though, was by far and away one item, almost $450,000 increase, and that occurred because of our recycling cost. I have to admit, we didn't see it coming. It was $48,000 in 2017, and this way it jumped almost to $480,000, almost $490,000 in this year. We wish we could have cured it, but we cannot. All the rest of the salaries and everything else was basically in line. There was no real surprises on there at all. In terms of the revenue, our revenue was extremely consistent with last year at this point in time. Again, there was no significant changes at all. We did enjoy $170,000 pickup in what they call the sale of municipal assets. But other than that, there was nothing there that was going to be shocking at all. If you look in the website, and I don't want to go into detail, but you'll see that the three big departments that actually drive it is going to be the police, the fire, and DPW. All their salaries are pretty much in line with just a 2% increase. And other expenses, and also for all three departments I just mentioned, you're going to see actually a decrease. And that occurred for two big reasons. In the fire department, last year we had actually indicated we spent money on the capitalized item in the fire department. This year it decreased substantially because it's actually going to see it in the capital budget this year. And the same thing happened with DPW also. You're going to see a significant decrease in other expenses. And that also occurred for one reason. And again, last year, we included it in the current budget. This year, you're going to see it in the capital budget. Hence, you're going to see a significant decrease. Other than that, you're going to see a very consistent appropriation, slight increase, and the revenue also is pretty much the same also. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to, back to.
All right, so I will just go over the snapshot. So our total appropriations haven't changed much. The anticipated revenue is about 8.2. We are going to be raising taxes by $24,766, which means it's a $3,566 total amount for $160,000 assessed value. So what does that mean? It means that it's only an increase of $70 to each household owner. We will have no reductions in any of our municipal services. We are in our 2% cap, and we are maintaining our staffing levels and any improvements, and we are going forward with thinking in multi-year planning. So that is our summary of the budget. Mr. Deputies, if you want to add anything on to it?
No, as I said before, this is a big group effort. We've sent the department heads back and back again to work on their budgets, and along with Mr. Ampoulis and Mr. Quick and Mr. Shahadi and the supervisors and department heads, we really appreciate everyone's effort, and that as we present the budget. Thank you all.
Public have anything to say? Any questions? And the reason the recycling went up, we got prices from, if I'm not mistaken, 5 years ago we were using the prices, am I correct? 5 years ago. They signed a contract and we could extend it a year at a time or 2 years at a time, and we did. And this is the best price we've come up with. Sure.
I've been doing a little research as far as ways we could bring down this $400,000. Waste Management is now offering a type of program where you can take your food waste, and they supply containers and bags, and residents can actually put their food waste in, which will reduce our tonnage by half. It could save us a couple $100,000.
We get money back from it. Mike and I.
Yeah, Michael said that to us. I know he's going to the plant, right?
Yes.
Is he going this week, I think, to check it out?
I think Friday he's going.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but it was in the middle of the day, so.
But if you guys are open to it, it's a really good solution where it could save our taxpayers a lot of money and be a super green program for everybody to follow.
Oh, it's going to take a year to get initiated. Mike and I talked about it in the beginning of the year.
Okay, but if you guys are open to it, it's something that we can look at in the future as a township to really bring this cost down.
I thought it was interesting, the information he sent. I'd love to know a little more. Do you know if anybody else in New Jersey is using it right now?
So Princeton is doing a really good program right now. We would be at the forefront.
That's what it seemed like.
It'd be a fantastic way to put our little town on the map too for being green.
We have to figure out how to collect it and everything else.
There's ways to do it, and as we get more into the research, if everyone is on board and open-minded about it, I think we could make it really easy for each resident, and I'd be happy to help do education.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody have anything to say up here? Maria?
No.
Okay.
Close?
I'll close public. Can I motion to close it? Public?
I'll make a motion to close.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Any abstentions? Okay. Now we go to
Ordinances.
Ordinances. Which one?
Second.
The public hearing. The second one. Second reading. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, ordinance 2018-07. This ordinance amends Chapter 4, General Licensing of the General Ordinances of the Township to authorize the municipal clerk to approve and/or deny bingo and raffle license applications.
I make a motion to adopt ordinance 2018-07 as read by Madam Clerk with publication in a local source for May 3rd, 2018.
I second.
Public comment on it? Anybody have anything to say about it? All right, close to the public. Discussion up here?
Nope. We discussed it already a while ago.
Yeah, dang it, everybody. Roll call?
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2018-08. This ordinance creates the position of purchasing agent in the township and designates the township's initial purchasing agent under this ordinance.
I make a motion to adopt ordinance 2018-08 as read by Madam Clerk with publication in the local source for May 3rd, 2018.
I second.
Public comment on it? Seeing none, close to the public. Discussion up here? Nobody? Anybody? Okay.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Okay, the next ordinance is for first reading, introduction, ordinance 2018-09. This ordinance amends Township revised general ordinances in Chapter 12, Section 12-1.9, construction permit requirements to expressly include demolition activity.
I make a motion to approve ordinance 2018-09 as read by Madam Clerk with publication in the local source May 3rd, 2018, with final hearing on May 22nd, 2018.
I second.
All right, discussion up here? Maria?
No.
Chris? Erica? No.
No.
Diane?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, roll call?
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes. All right.
Okay, 2018-10 was pulled. 2018-11, bond ordinance to authorize the making of various public improvements and the acquisition of new additional or replacement equipment and machinery, new information technology equipment, new communication and signal systems equipment, and new automotive vehicles, including original apparatus and equipment in, by, and for the Township of Springfield, County of Union, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $5,034,000 to pay the costs thereof, to make a down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 2018-11 as read by Madam Clerk with the publication in local source for May 3rd, 2018, and a final hearing on May 22nd, 2018.
I second.
Discussion?
Quick question. Do we need to, I know that we spoke about the budget, but do we need to adopt that budget prior to moving this, or can you explain that a little?
Sure. Yes, we don't have to do it. This is the capital end of it, not the current end of it.
We don't have to worry, we don't have to adopt the budget first before making any of these?
Correct. The budget amendment that I was discussing before applies only to the current budget, not to the capital budget.
Okay.
Okay.
Two separate things.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mayor Huber, I just want to note, this amount is a large amount, and I want residents to know it's because, one, last year there was no capital budget for the first time in many years. Two, that 1.5 million of this is going to the bid, and a large part of this is to repair the sewer lines that we have, and a bulk is going to streets, sidewalks, and roads. So, because 5 million is a lot.
Yeah.
So I want residents to know what that amount is going towards.
Anyone else?
No, thank you for the info.
Roll call, please.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes. All right, now to resolutions.
I make a motion to approve the following resolution by consent agenda. If there's anything that needs to be pulled, please let me know.
Excuse me. Do I present it to everyone first, and then you can tell me which ones you want to pull, right?
I apologize. You're right. I was jumping the gun.
You wanna
I
get-
apologize,
you wanna come over?
Mr. Mayor. No, definitely not.
Resolution 218-122, 123, 218-124, 218-125, 218-126, 218-127, 218-128, 218-129, 218-130, 218-131, 132 we're gonna pull. This, you know, we're gonna talk about it. Can I have a,
And 130.
133.
Separated vote for vote, 132 and 133.
132 and 133. And also resolution 133, 218, 133, I'm
We're
sorry.
going to pull 133.
Okay. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve resolutions 2018-122 through 2018-131.
131.
I second.
All right, before we have, well, roll call?
Committeeman Capadis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vassallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes. Okay. 2032.
132. Resolution 2018-132. This resolution accepts the resignation of the Township Administrator and approves his compensated administrative leave.
All right. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion to adopt Resolution 2018-132 as read by Madam Clerk.
I second.
All right. Will be a roll call. I just want to wish Mr. Shahadi good luck. I mean, you brought us up to the 21st century, 22nd, whatever it is, 21st century. You brought, showed me a lot about computers. And as you know, you showed a lot of people in town. I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
You helped a lot out in a lot of things. And good luck to you in the future.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
I'm sure that's your call.
Can I say something?
No. Yes, of course.
It has
Lynn.
been my pleasure to work with Mr. Shahadi. He has been an asset to the Township Clerk's office, and I thank him for all his help, and I'll miss him.
Anybody up here have anything else to say?
I'd just like to make a quick comment. Ziad, I know I've known you over the years to be a fearless leader, and I think many residents in this town realize your capabilities. And that's not only why you sit up here today as our township administrator, but the reason why that you were elected prior to becoming a township administrator and took the oath of office as a councilman for this town for so many years. It's pretty amazing to see somebody that, no matter who you speak to in town, and you can keep it non-political on both sides of the political spectrum, that appreciated Ziad for his efforts. You know, you hear comments quite frequently going back and forth, and again, this is politics, right? But when you have somebody like Ziad representing our town, it's a shame, quite a shame that we're going to be losing him. And the township of Red Bank is gaining a wonderful man, Ziad. And your tireless efforts for this town, your unending resources, your ability to take a look at process and streamline it is amazing. It truly is, sir, and I commend you for your efforts. In addition to that, I just want to add that I appreciate Ziad being a member of the National Guard, and he fights for our freedoms of this country. Not only that, you're a veteran, sir, and I appreciate your efforts, and I thank you for that. And for me personally, Ziad's been trustworthy. He has told me we've not always agreed on things, but you know what? That's okay. That's what this is all about. We've not only agreed on things, he's always given me not his opinion, but the facts of the story. And he says, Maria, you could take those facts, you decide how you want to take this. Here's what's going on, here's what's the story. You know, you could talk about it however you like, but that is the truth. And you're going to be missed, Ziad. I'm really going to miss you. Hopefully, we still see him around.
I just want to
That's
say,
what I hope.
I want to say one thing. Ziad, I was on that committee that appointed you for this position, and we have many years history, and you know, we were fortunate here for you to be here with us, and Red Bank is going to be very lucky to have you.
Thank you,
All
Z.
the best.
When I came on board last year and you brought me in and taught me the ropes and taught me just your wealth of knowledge and shared it with me, and I appreciate it. And thank you for your service to the country, and good luck.
Thanks.
You were one of the first people who reached out to me when it was known that I was going to be up here. Your hospitality, your willingness to sit with me before every township committee meeting until I was up here, your professionalism, your attention to detail is something that's going to be greatly missed here. And I sincerely wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors. And I know you're still going to be around, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Roll call.
A roll call. Committeewoman Stampoulis.
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo.
With hesitation, do I have to answer this? I'd like to abstain. I can't even answer it. I'm not going to. I'm going to abstain. I cannot say yes to this. I'm sorry.
Mayor Huber.
Yes.
Thank you.
Resolution 2018-133. This resolution appoints an acting township administrator.
Do we,
And I need a motion or...
motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2018-133.
A second.
Discussion? Wait.
I guess it's no better time than now to discuss this, right, Rich?
I mean, I thought
I received this at 6:02 this evening, and I think, and I have to make this clear to everybody, this is not personal to the fact that I like someone or I do not like somebody, or I prefer or I do not prefer. I've been in a capacity where I've had to make decisions for people and individuals to fill in for certain roles, but I do not understand how we could be so quick to do something like this without the consent, unless I'm not being told the truth. Now, I'm not sitting here and stating that I'm not being told the truth. I'm just going to ask each member of the committee, is it the truth that you all did not know? Chris, did you not know about this prior to the meeting?
I was sitting right next to
And
you.
Erica and Diane, nobody knew. So everybody did not.
You know what, I need to chime in on this, because
I'm not getting argumentative. This is a very serious thing, so.
and as you
I'm not
said,
getting
you've been to a point temporarily. I am appointing him on a temporary basis, acting just until we get the smoke settles and everything goes, you know, we can talk about this. We can't talk about it right now.
How could we pass it and then not have any discussion on it? I just don't, that doesn't sit right with me, and I'm going to look at everybody here that I could look at. This is probably the most people we've had in a meeting in a long time. And my residents that elected me, what is this discussion about if we are going to pass something and we're going to talk about it later? I don't agree with that. There's been politicians in the past that have said you have to pass the bill in order to know what's in it. It's happened.
So, I mean, again, I was on this committee for the first business administrator, and Chief Cook did put his resume in there. He's more than qualified, and this resolution is for acting township administrator.
So was he, right? I mean,
Can't talk about it.
Okay,
Well,
I believe we can't mention somebody in that regard if he hasn't been right, correct?
Right.
So we're moving something and we're having a discussion, but we can't have the discussion, but we have to vote on it. I mean, maybe I'm the only one up here, but just, I'm looking at it, and I've done this before, I've looked at things pragmatically. You know? And I've sat on leadership teams before, and I don't believe we've ever done anything like this in the past.
I'm not going to start arguing with you.
Whether it's government or not, this is not an argument. I'm asking for your opinions. And
And you got my opinion right here in black and white.
Okay.
It's
No, this isn't your opinion. This was something, Rich, that was sent to me at 6:02.
Well, you should have been here at 6 o'clock, before 6, if you had a discussion with me.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah, but you closed, well, let's, all right. Chris, do you have anything to say?
No.
Erica?
No.
Diane?
No, I mean, it says it number 2, so this is, to the date upon which a permanent appointment is made to the position of a township administrator, or whatever occurs first.
So do we hire a search
This is
firm?
black and white.
Well, it's not, because we're not discussing the necessity of either hiring a search firm to fill in for the role of township administrator.
At the next meeting, we will talk about it.
What that
At next
cost
meeting, we will
of that
talk,
is.
we'll talk about it,
What
how we're gonna search for it.
What the cost of the acting business administrator is going to cost us as a township when he leaves. Until that time, that we fill this position permanently.
Right now, it
How
will
much
cost
the
us
cost of a
nothing.
search, how much, understood, I understand that. How much the cost of a search firm is going to be. Do we have resumes? These are all simple questions that our residents deserve to know.
Yeah, well, Mayor Huber, maybe we need to get our
transparency.
search firm, like, you know,
When
the
it-
program
when-
head that we hired last time, maybe we can hire him again.
We will discuss that in close at the next meeting.
You know what? It's been told to me that I've been argumentative, and I'm going to sit before all of you before. I've been argumentative over things that I've looked at very pragmatically. And it is in my heart, and it's because I've been elected, that I'm going to sit before all of you, and I'm going to tell you that I don't agree with this. Not because I don't want to work with the other members of the committee. It's simply the opposite. It's because we are an entire committee. Regardless of political affiliations, regardless of who likes who, regardless of who you talk to, we're not making the right decision here.
Should I call roll call? Oh, Mayor, yeah, we.
Roll call on this?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis.
Yes.
Committeeman Capadese.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo.
Out of principle, no.
Mayor Huber.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution, Mr. Cook, Chief Cook. All right. Now, discussion and action. Approve the recreation request to receive McCall, McCall PTA and Sam Meyer PTA to use Chisholm for the joint 5th grade field trip on Thursday, June 14th at 3:30 p.m. They don't have it during the school?
No.
After school.
Really? Oh, 5:30 p.m. with rain date Friday, June 15th. Insurance certificates and hold harmless agreements submitted. Have a motion?
I move.
Maria.
Yeah. I move to approve the rec department request received from, what Mayor read. I move to approve the recreation department request received from Caldwell and Sam Meyer to use Chisholm Park for the joint 5th grade field day, June 14th at 3:30 to 5:30, rain date Friday, June 15th.
All in favor?
Aye.
Second, I need a second.
Oh, I'm second.
right?
I second.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah, but I mean, I needed a second. I
Chris,
didn't hear it.
Chris.
I second.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear
No,
it.
that's all right.
Okay, thank you, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstains? Any objections?
I approve the application, I move to approve the application to amend Games of Chance license number 1305, St. James Church, to include Money Wheel.
I will second that.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions?
I make a motion to approve fire department request received from the Congregation Israel to waive fire permit fee in the amount of $55 associated with Family Day on May 6th.
I second.
Okay, Committeeman Capadese?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeewoman Vasallo?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, any unfinished business? Or public comment on any item, any government item?
Wendy Jones, 158 Milltown Road. I'm here to resubmit the resolution to insist that Springfield not approve the proposed Pilgrim pipeline. Now, you haven't heard about it, and it is true that Albany has said they're not interested. Linden has said they're not interested. This was the pipeline that's 178 miles long and bidirectional and was going to move volatile chemicals through our area. However, in February, and I'll send you the link, I didn't want to drown you with paper, but in February of this year, 3 people signed up to be lobbyists to support the proposal. So the pipeline is still alive, all right? So what I have here, I know you've thrown the others out because you have to get rid of paper. I know what that's like. I'm drowning at paper at home myself. So what I have here is the draft of the resolution, which you can do, you can change it. I have no problem with that. And also 12 reasons why you should pass the resolution. And I will give them to the Township Committee and to the clerk.
Thank you.
Before we go any further, just so you know, and I forgot to mention this at the beginning, I've been over to the bridge on Morris Avenue. I've called the county numerous times, and I call the county every day, because it has to be taken care of before hurricane season starts, because we will get caught.
We're gonna get some rain tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also have the Environmental Commission, which supports this action. And I'm sure that you will this time pass the resolution, have this resolution.
I'm giving him my copy to look at the resolution, so I'm not sure if there's
Jerry Fernandez, 393 Hillside Avenue, Springfield, New Jersey. Just so I'm clear, Ordinance 2018-10 was pulled because the Finance Committee wasn't aware of it. They weren't aware of this ordinance, correct?
Yes.
Okay, who's on the administrative committee?
I am, and Chris is.
Okay, so Chris, you weren't aware, evidently, of the new position of the...
Wait a minute. First of all, it's Chris and I, and it's
Okay,
not that
so...
we weren't aware of it.
Of the administrative.
Administration.
Okay. Is the mayor and committeewoman Stampoul?
Okay, so you weren't aware of the... Let me finish. You weren't aware of the position until 6 o'clock for the BA for filling in, right? But yet, you could vote on that. So you understand what I'm saying? 2018-10 was pulled because you weren't made aware of the raises.
And
that's what I was told.
And you're incorrect.
Well, that's what I was told.
Mr. Fernandez,
Yeah.
the difference is, if I may, the difference is this last resolution has no cost to it. There's no cost. This is a temporary replacement. It's temporary.
How do we know that if there was no discussion on it?
It is a
I said
temporary.
it, and read the ordinance.
It's a temporary replacement.
Okay.
Until the.
So what's the cost on 2018-10?
I thought you talk, I talk, you talk, I talk. I mean, I listen to you and then I try
Right,
to say
okay.
something and you jump in.
Okay. So, go ahead, finish. Are you done?
Okay. No, I didn't finish.
Okay.
The difference between that resolution and this resolution is that there is no cost to it.
You're done now?
Yeah.
What is the additional cost on 2018? Those salaries that were in your budget when you worked on the budget, what's the additional?
Jerry.
It's a money issue that we need to talk about.
This,
Financial issue we need to talk about.
The salary ordinance was, this is a salary ordinance for all non-contract positions in town. It was pulled on my recommendation because there were some questions about some of the numbers in there that didn't look like they were necessarily quite right. And there wasn't enough time to confirm whether or not they were, so it's being pulled.
So that's why, so it wasn't, I'm just going by what I was told earlier.
Just because of the amount of time.
I'm just going by what I was told earlier. You know, you voted on something that you got at 6 o'clock. Okay, it's not about the person if he's qualified or not. I'm sure he's qualified. I know the chief cook very well, 6 years up there. But to vote on something you got at 6 o'clock without any facts, you should have tabled it, gone into close, discussed it tonight, come out and vote on it if you wanted. You had no discussion on it. You had nothing. I mean, we're not in Cuba. This isn't the way you run it. It's wrong.
thank you.
How you
Jerry Ann Bujanowski, 128 Short Hills Avenue, Springfield. Actually, what I have a problem with is it's one person making a decision on a 5-member committee.
A recommendation.
Okay. Well, the thing is that this has come up before, and so, you know, I just want to make sure that everybody up there knows that you are one of 5. This is not, you know, this is not, you know, nobody's king, nobody's queen. That's, you know,
Never
just
said
part
it
of
was.
a 5.
Never said it was, Jerry.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, that's, you know, I hope that next time that we do stuff, it's all committee, everybody talks about it, great. Okay, thank you very much. I'm gonna put a second hat on. I'm gonna put my hat on for the Memorial Day Parade. We have people going to the, kids hopefully going to the first aid squad. They have some bike things that they're doing, right? They're checking their bikes and stuff. I also want to let the kids know that they could decorate their bikes for the Memorial Day Parade, and I will certainly allow them to go down Mountain Avenue. That's a great thing.
The rescue squad a different day, though? Wouldn't,
May 6th.
May 6th.
May
That's
6th
not Memorial
is
Day.
No, but they're.
Check it out.
I told the poo to tell the kids.
Oh.
We'll do that. The third thing I want to talk about is Mr. Shahadi. We are sorry to see you go. You have been such a great asset to the community. Big help to me when I was on the committee. As far as your social media, you're getting people excited. You're getting people moving to events. Just walking up here today, I couldn't get past the lobby without 5 people, stopping you. So it's really wonderful, and Red Bank is going to be thrilled with you. I'm sure it definitely puts you on the map. I'm sorry.
Jerry, if I may, in mentioning social media, I do believe Red Bank will allow you to use social media when they get down there, right?
So does Springfield.
So hopefully, Red Bank will be getting a great person. Unfortunately, I wish we weren't going to be missing that. So, thank you again for your service to the Springfield, to your service to this country, and you will be sorely missed.
Yeah, Ziad, thank you for doing what you do, and I know it won't be the end of it. You really helped move. I think people may not realize how much you had an input with downtown, and I know they haven't seen the fun. We're not at the stages where the big projects are up, but they are definitely moving, and we owe a lot of thanks to you on that. And just one real other quick thing, the ordinance 20 is an ordinance, so it's the first reading. There's other chances where you could amend and make any changes. This is just the first reading. The other one isn't. A resolution is just done. So just want to make sure you know that.
Anyone else?
Leroy Lewis, 28 Warwick Circle, Springfield, New Jersey. A few questions for the council. First, I'm going to start with Mr. Shahadi. Mr. Shahadi, what was your date of resignation in your letter to the township?
April 13th, I believe.
It was announced in the papers before we were told.
I'm asking Mr. Shahadi a question. There is another meeting before that resignation. Am I correct?
Not sure what you're asking.
There's another township committee meeting before Mr. Shahadi's resignation. What have taken effect?
What do you mean? Before we held? Understand.
He would have resigned on the 13th. There is another township committee meeting on the 10th. Am I correct?
You mean there was April 10th?
May.
That's another one.
In other words, you did not have to vote on this resolution tonight. You had 2 weeks to discuss this. Okay? You did not have to do this tonight. Again, in no disrespect to the chief, he does a wonderful, outstanding job for this township. I don't know the chief very well, but I am sure he is more than qualified to do it. But how can he do both jobs? What is going to suffer? My next question is, can someone on this committee tell me what is a search firm going to cost them as a taxpayer of this town?
We'll discuss that and
How much is it going to cost us to replace Mr. Shahadi? Because they're not going to come at his expense. because now you're going to have to pay health benefits, because this gentleman, as a veteran of the United States, gets his health benefits from the United States government. Now we are liable for benefits. Okay? What is his payout? I'm sure this man never took days off. I'm sure we've got a fairly substantial payout to Mr. Shahad. So, as you people sit and say there's no cost, guys, hiring a search firm, there is a cost of paying Mr. Shahad now. There's all kinds of costs. You did not have to do this evening. You had 2 weeks to discuss this amongst yourselves instead of it being thrown out like the dog ordinance was thrown out. That's all I have to say. Mr. Shahadi, I've only known you for 4 years since I've been in town, and I will tell you again, as I did last time, being involved in politics in North Jersey as I was, I have never, ever seen an individual do what you did for a town, whether it's a small township or a large town. I wish you all the best, and I am blessed that Red Bank has taken you, and you are going to be one hell of an asset to that town as you were to this town.
Mr. Dowd, can I respond?
No response.
Not all accurate.
All right. Seeing no one else?
Make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained.